Hey, this is Taylor here at Truck World RVA. Today we're going to take some time and look at this 2015 Ford F750. Has a little over 183,000 miles on it, a little over 11,000 hours. It's powered by a 6.7 Cummins, mated to an Allison automatic, under CDL. GVWR is 25,999. Air brakes, spring ride rear. Has an 11-foot maintainer service body with a maintainer 10,000 series crane, 25 feet of reach on the crane. One set of drawers, hydraulic compressor, hydraulic outriggers, pretty well equipped all the way around. The bed does have the factory paint, pretty well intact. This is not one that we've sandblasted and repainted. Bed liner as well is in pretty good condition overall, with some minor chips and whatnot kind of on the tail of the rear bumper here. Now this was a one-owner, Southern-owned truck, so there's really no rust to speak of on the undercarriage. All the underside of the bins are dry and free of rust. The goal of these videos is to show you everything about the truck as if you were here looking at it in person. So in the first half of the video, I'm going to go around the exterior of the truck. We'll point out any cosmetic imperfections, look inside all the bins, look inside the cab, crawl up underneath of the truck as well. In the second half of the video, I'll do a cold start, a short drive down the cul-de-sac here, and then we'll operate all the equipment that's on it. If at any point in time you have any questions or need any additional photos, videos, or information, feel free to call or text 804-716-8487. My goal with doing these videos is to be as transparent and thorough as possible. So again, if there's any additional photos or videos that you need, just let me know. Again, totally dry underneath, no rust really to speak of. Drive tires are brand new. Falcons just installed. Steer tires are new as well. Cab of the truck is pretty clean overall. You have some chipping here on the edge of the driver door where it opens. Power locks and power windows, cruise control, air ride seat, a little bit of wear here in the side of the driver's seat. Overall, that's pretty clean. Some grease staining up there on the headliner as well. Shot of the GVWR there, and if you didn't catch it earlier, that's the bed tag there. It's a 2015 dated body, so the body and the truck are the same year. You have your factory wireless remote right over there, steering wheel controls, cruise control, upfitter switches for the PTO and the bed lighting. Dash is clean and free of any holes or cracks. Little discoloration over here just on some of the dash plastics, but no cracks or holes drilled into the dash. Again, brand new steers, brand new drives. If you'd like a full list of all the service just completed on this truck prior to us offering it for sale, give me a shout. I can send you over parts and labor receipts for everything that we just did. Anywhere you see this truck posted as well, whether it be on my website, Facebook, or Commercial Truck Trader, I'll have a full write-up of what we've done to it. A couple rock chips here along the driver headlight, a little bit of cracking here in the fiberglass itself. The bumper does not have any dings or dents. The chrome on the grille surround is also pretty clean, as is the top of the hood. And you have a scratch here and some kind of spider web cracking in the fiberglass. Some small scratches there underneath the headlight. Again, my goal is to be as transparent and thorough as possible, so I'm going to nitpick everything that I see. But again, if you want anything else, just let me know. I'd like for expectations and reality to align. I want you to know everything about the truck before you come and look at it. Cab corner is nice and clean. Sometimes we see these crushed or bent or hit from the pulley block. This one does not have any damage on it. A little bit of paint failure here around the hinges. There's a couple spots on the bed of paint failure that I'll point out along this bottom hinge down here, and then kind of along this underside of the door. A couple small scratches there on the bottom of the door. Now all the doors close, latch, lock, and seal as they should. We have the bin keys, and all the latches are keyed the same, so the same key will operate all the latches. This compartment's just a wide open compartment here. You do have the interior rails, so you can add shelving in these compartments pretty easily, just by attaching to that rail system there. If you need any additional shelving, I can always quote that for you too. But again, this compartment here, the passenger one compartment, is just open with no shelving or boxes. A little bit more paint damage here on this rail in this middle section. And that hinge as well is a little bit bent. That door does operate as it should, but you can see how this hinge pin there is just bent. This is your torch bottle compartment here, so you have space for some torch bottles. Probably could fit 2 D-rings to strap them down. And on the door itself, you have a hanger there as well. Before we get into that compartment, let's look up under the wheel well. Now this compartment is pressurized. You have the maintainer pressurized storage system fan up here. So this is a ventilated compartment, 1 shelf inside of here. Now all the compartments have interior LED light strips. There are exterior work lights on this truck as well. All the lighting works as it should, and I'll show you the panel that controls all that once I get over to that side. Here's a shot of the load chart. So again, it's a 10,025, 25 feet, full extension. It's a 2-stage hydraulic extension and a 10,000 pound maximum lifting capacity. That crane is run off a factory wireless remote. The remote's capable of turning the truck on and off, and also turns the compressor on and off. In this little compartment, you just have your crane receiver, some more chips and areas of paint peel. In that compartment, you have your outrigger foot right here, so that slides over top of the outrigger to give you a wider base. Some rock chipping and whatnot on the workbench rear bumper, pretty standard wear. There you have your nice pass-through compartment here for pry bars, long tool storage. And again, the bed liner on the rear has some chips and flakes in it, but overall shows pretty decently. You have a vise mount there. Tow hitch receiver, 1 little step. Your outrigger controls are located right here. You can also manually run the crane with these controls as well. Crane valves are located right there in the bed. You have your factory tie downs in the bed. And then again, the bed liner inside of the bed does have some wear, specifically up front there. See where it's chipped and peeling off, but overall, decently intact. 1 LED work light here on the rear of the truck. It does have a factory welder mount on top of the body, so you can mount a welder up on those rails without having to drill into the bed itself. A couple more areas of paint failure here around the driver's side rear bumper, and underneath the driver rear door. Your air drain valve is down here for the compressor tank. Had a hose reel and air regulator mounted up top on this 1 shelf, and then no additional shelving in this compartment. Some more areas of paint failure around those hinges. You have some rock chipping here along the bottom edge of this driver wheel well compartment. 1 shelf inside of here. Small area of paint failure down at the bottom of this driver 2 compartment door. 1 full set of maintainer dual lock drawers, bunch of dividers underneath, extra dividers to go in these. That bottom one does close and latch, but it's a little off-centered there. We'll play with that a little bit and see. I'm sure we can fix that. It's just kind of off its rail. This is your control for all the bed lighting. So the compressor there and your lights there, compartment lights and floodlights. This is a shot of it's a Van Air RC40. Shows 3 hours on the compressor. I don't know how accurate that is, but that's what shows on the compressor. And again, in the second half of the video, we'll run the crane and the compressor. One more pressurized compartment here. You have that pressurized storage system fan up top. And then a couple more sets of shelves inside of here. Truck batteries located at the bottom of that compartment. That about wraps up the cosmetic portion of this video. I'm going to hop in the truck and take it for a quick spin. Then I'll bring it back and we'll run all the equipment on it. 181, 560 on the miles. $11,214 on the hours. Again, this is a 6.7 Cummins powered truck, made it to an Allison automatic, rated just under CDL. Air brakes and spring ride rear. Nice tight turning radius. I'm going to back it in and then we'll run out the crane. Now, as I mentioned, all the compartments have interior LED work lights. Pretty bright work lights inside all of them. They're LED light strips. The only compartment that does not have lighting is that little crane compartment that just houses the crane receiver. On the rear of the truck, you have one LED work light there. I need to check the switch and make sure it's on, or figure out why we're not getting power to it there. But again, coming down the driver's side, more LED compartment lighting throughout all the compartments. Outriggers are fully deployed. Now, once again, the cranes run off a factory wireless remote. Each button is individually proportioned, so depending on how hard you press the button is how fast the crane will operate. I do have the truck idled up as well. You can control the truck's idle off of the remote. It's the full rotation over there that way. I can bring it all the way around the other way and set it back in that crane rest. Pretty quick operation on the crane. Rotation's nice and quick and tight. We're gonna set it. I'm gonna unhook that pulley block and set it all the way out to its full extension. kind of run it through all the operations here. Again, that's full speed, but you are able to slow down the operation of the crane. Super quick winch. I'm going to let it winch down a little bit so I can extend it all the way out. Take a look at the inner boom. Tons of life left in those wear pads. They're plenty thick on both boom sections there. Earlier I said the compressors run off the remote. That was wrong. It's the switch is right here for the compressor. Sit that on. Compressor will come on here. Your Hannay hose reel and your air regulator and dryer are back here in this compartment. then to turn the truck off, you just hold engine stop there, truck will turn off. Turns right back on off the same button. PTO is back on again, so you can go right back into operating the crane. That about wraps up this demo video. Once again, it's a 2015 Ford F750, 183, I think, thousand miles, 181. Anyway, if you have any questions, feel free to call or text 804-716-8487. Again, this is Taylor at Truck World RVA. This is all I buy and sell. If you're looking for something similar or slightly different, feel free to reach out. I have more trucks coming in on pretty much a daily basis, so let me know what you're looking for. If you don't see it listed, it's probably something I have coming in. But thanks again for taking the time to watch.